Bob Cicherillo, Shawn Ray break down Martin Fitzwater calling media garbage, and debate whether Nick Walker should enter Arnold Classic UK. Veteran bodybuilding commentators Bob Cicherillo and Shawn Ray recently dove deep into the biggest talking points in men's open bodybuilding leading up to the 2026 Arnold Classic, including fiery comments from Martin Fitzwater about the media and buzz around Nick Walker's competitive strategy. Fitzwater sparks controversy, calls media garbage. During a recent commentary session, Cicherillo flagged that Martin Fitzwater has been noticeably outspoken in recent weeks, publicly characterizing much of the bodybuilding media as garbage. Though Fitzwater didn't name specific people or outlets, his general dismissal of the press has drawn attention within the sport. Some fans see his comments as frustration, while others interpret them as calculated attempts to control his narrative ahead of big contests. Cicherillo and Ray responded to the remarks by questioning the need to take them seriously. Cicherillo noted that Fitzwater didn't single out anyone and observed that calling media garbage doesn't actually change how coverage is produced or consumed. Whether he thinks we're morons or the greatest guys in the world doesn't really impact any of our coverage, Cicherillo said, emphasizing that commentary outlets focus on delivering honest opinions about competition, not catering to athletes' personal feelings. This push and pull between athletes and the press isn't new, but Fitzwater's blunt phrasing has amplified the debate over athletes' relationships with media in the digital age. Nick Walker eyeing redemption, and maybe the UK. After a sixth-place finish at the 2025 Mr. Olympia, the mutant, Nick Walker is hungry to rebound. Following Olympia, Walker parted ways with longtime coach Kyle Wilkes and has been prepping largely on his own, a bold strategy especially for an athlete of his caliber. Walker already has an Arnold Classic title under his belt from 2021, so there's historic precedent that he belongs among the elite, provided everything comes together on contest day. Ray suggested that, beyond the main Arnold Classic event in Columbus, Ohio, Walker should keep the Arnold Classic UK on his radar as a potential second outing later in the season. Because the UK event isn't strictly invitational, there's nothing stopping him from entering if he wants a chance for another title. And Ray thinks keeping that option open is a smart play. Ray even joked that Walker could finish his Ohio journey, grab a pizza, and then decide on a whim whether to make the trip overseas, a scenario he says is entirely plausible given the flexibility of the UK show. What the experts are saying, predictions and contenders. While Cicherillo acknowledged that Walker might not be a top pick for the 2026 Arnold Classic, his belief in Walker's potential isn't completely gone. In a recent discussion, he laid out the only scenario he sees for Walker winning the title. Walker must be at absolute peak condition while key rivals aren't, a narrow but not impossible path in a lineup as stacked as this one. Beyond Walker and Fitzwater, experienced pundits like Chris Cormier and John Hansen have issued their own top 6 predictions for the men's open category. In their view, Hadi Choopan and Chinedu Andrew Jacked Obikia are among the favorites, with Walker and Fitzwater rounding out the upper tier of contenders. Meanwhile, Branch Warren, another bodybuilding veteran, recently highlighted Fitzwater's ongoing momentum, pointing to his Prague Pro victory over Samson Dauda last season and how that could influence expectations on the big stage. The road ahead. What's at stake? The 2026 Arnold Classic, March 5 to 8 in Columbus, Ohio, is the second biggest event of the year after Mr. Olympia, and this year's men's open class is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable in recent memory. Walker and Fitzwater represent two different storylines. Walker, a former champ looking for redemption and consistency following a disappointing Olympia. Fitzwater, an emerging standout with confidence from recent wins and a fiercely competitive attitude, even if it rubs some people the wrong way. As the countdown to Columbus continues, Cicherillo and Ray's insights provide a behind-the-scenes look at how top commentators see the evolving dynamics of pro bodybuilding, from athlete media attention to strategic decisions about where and when to compete.